We have an interest in that particular boy.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Wolf Among Us. Or Wolf Among Us. No, it's The Wolf Among Us. There's a the. Okay, hi, welcome to episode 3, A Crooked Mile. We're going to start the episode, and then we're going to play through a little bit. There's
Our
going to be
stories used to be so simple.
Yeah.
We had a beginning, a middle, and an end. But ever since we moved to this awful city, everything's gotten so confused.
Look, I didn't kill anyone.
And I'm supposed to just believe you. Snow. I just want you to be careful. I almost lost you once, and...
I'm not yours to lose. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
She looks like Holly.
It's not Holly, it's her sister Lily.
She was looking to pay down debt. Eventually, the only people she owed were at her work. You know, that shithole club, the Puddin' and Pie.
My name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions. The open arms.
Oh my god. What is it?
It's Crane.
Crane. Alright, okay, this is where we left off. That's right, that is where we left off. My voice is... Oh yeah, it changed a bit, so my voice is a bit loud. I can take the microphone away a bit. I'm gonna kill him.
I'll kill him. I'll rip him apart.
I have to move the
Crane?
mic away, that's too much.
God, you think you know a person. Bigby, you have to tell her.
I know.
Okay, here's the problem with all of
What's
this
going
is
on?
like the glamour.
What did you find up there? You know, other than the...
beast.
Not now.
I have a right to know. If my wife is...
Honey,
Shut up.
Shit!
Crane's been... Whoa! Bigby, calm down. Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine.
Will someone please explain this to me?
Crane has been stalking Snow White. The room is covered in evidence.
That perverted little fucker might be after Snow. I need to find her right now.
Okay, it's going to be okay. Where did you see her last? Did she say where she was going?
She took Holly to the business office to prepare for the funeral.
Lily's funeral?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I was just at the Trip Trap, and I heard Gren telling some folks about a funeral at the Buckingham
Trip
Bridge.
Trap? Are you drinking?
When?
Right now. They were on their way out.
Bigby?
I mean, the problem with any of this stuff in this universe is, number one, I also need to turn
Wait.
my mic recording volume down so I don't spike too much. And it goes...
What?
The glamour.
Snow's been through a lot. There are things she doesn't talk about. Just please be careful when you tell her. And you should tell her. But
What are you trying to say?
you know how you felt when you saw that picture? Well, it's going to be much worse for her. Just remember that.
Uh-huh. God, my mic's too sensitive. I don't know why Why, like, the setting went up and I normally record at a lower sensitivity. I was just having to mess around because I was having problems with my mic. Alright, hey, okay, so the problem with any of the photographic evidence in this universe is the fact that there's magic and glamour involved. So photographic evidence is kind of useless.
I'm honored to be asked to speak to you.
Okay, here we are. Time to break up this
Lily
funeral.
had many friends, but few fables she was truly close to. If you're here, then you were part of a very special circle. People she trusted and cared for.
I'm sorry, Snow, but this is important. I
Is that the
have
rudest
something
option?
to tell you.
Really, Bigby? It's so important it can't wait 15 minutes until it's maybe not at the worst possible time?
Oh my god. She
I'm
hates
sorry, everyone. I don't...
Get the fuck out of here.
Holly, wait.
He has no right to be here. Not after what he did.
Hey, settle down. You think that's appropriate to wear at a
Holly, settle
funeral?
down. I'll only take a minute.
You throw my sister down the witching well, and you have the nerve to show your face here?
I threw her down the
After
witching
you
well?
lie
What?
and you say you need her for evidence?
Holly, wait. That was Crane. Just Crane. He disposed of Lily's body before Bigby could do anything about it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you
I
the
was
truth.
confu- I was
Don't
confused by
cover
that.
for him.
But this genuinely wasn't his fault.
You can't tell me Bigby gives a shit about this. Holly, it's gonna be okay.
Well, listen, Simon.
Crane's a fucking prick, so this doesn't surprise me.
Hey, what do you know? We actually agree on something.
Holly, Bigby's trying in his own way, and I'm sure he has a very good reason for being here. But this one isn't on him.
Why are you here anyway? And don't say it's because you care about this.
Everything okay?
I think I know who murdered your sister.
Who?
Maybe we should talk about this somewhere else?
What? No, I deserve to know.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, but this isn't the way to go about this.
I don't give a fuck about the way. I don't care about procedure. If anyone should be told, it's me. It's us. Right now.
That's
So
right.
talk.
Wait, you're the girl from the
Yeah,
pudding and pie.
Who was it?
You
I
were
think
friends
it was
with her, right?
Ichabod Crane.
What?
Crane.
Crane.
Okay, everyone, just stop.
that.
Bigby and I are going to have a
I
little
hope
chat
so.
while everyone else gets back to the funeral.
What? He says that fucking Crane murdered Lily and you expect me to...
Please,
Wait.
I promise I will
Was
tell you
Snow
what the
in on
hell
it?
is going on just as soon as I know there's something to tell, but
I'm suspicious.
just let us do our jobs first.
They're trying to make me trust her too much. Snow White did it.
Look,
Snow White's involved
Holly,
somehow.
I know how this must...
No, you don't know how this must feel. You have no idea. Don't fuck anything up. Don't bother anybody. And when the first sign of trouble comes, and it will come because you're a goddamn walking trap for it, I want you the fuck out of here. You hear me?
Should I stay? Ah, of
Of
course.
course. You won't even know I'm here.
Let's just continue.
I think if I
This
stay...
is such total fucking bullshit.
Let's go, Holly. It's your turn to talk.
Who's that one? The purple dress one. What fable is she? I'm gonna check my book of fables in a bit
Crane,
after this scene.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. This is someone I've worked with for decades. This is a guy... He gets frickin' shakes when he has to order food. I mean, what are you telling me? It's all an act? Just what have you found?
Lily was
Maybe-
Crane's obsessed with you?
What's going on?
Snow, Crane is completely obsessed with you.
Oh my god, if this is about how Crane treats me at work...
Just listen to me for a second, all right? I followed a lead to this shithole motel, the Open Arms. Crane had a room there, and he's been taking prostitutes, or at the very least Lily, and making her look like you while he was... you know. He replays your story over and over again.
This is... I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. I'm just trying everything I can right now to not picture it. To not picture him.
We should
You should
leave.
go.
You're sure this is what happened? This is what he's been doing? Because please, Bigby, don't confuse things. Deposing Crane would be the next step. And if we get this wrong, it would mean more than our jobs. We'd get kicked out of Fabletown for messing all of this up so badly.
I mean, yeah, somebody might be framing Crane. I don't know. I really don't think it was Crane. I'm pretty sure that's just glamour.
You took a cab here, right?
Photographic evidence is worthless.
I'll drive.
Snow,
Nerissa, what is it?
I'm sorry, but Holly's asking for you.
Are they starting the burn?
Yes. Everyone who spoke should really be present for this part. She's kind of distraught. You're not leaving yet, are you?
2 minutes. I don't mean to be,
No, I understand.
it's just that something's come up.
We should
We
go.
really should go.
And we will, okay? 2 minutes. This is important too.
So you know how King Cole's gone, and Ichabod Crane's been left over.
How'd it go? At the motel? Did you find anything?
What do you think about Crane's dead end? It's been glamored. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot everybody against Crane since I don't even like him anyway.
It was Crane's room. But you knew that already, right?
Yeah.
Nerissa!
Yeah, coming!
New Book of Fables entry unlocked. Yeah, I'm gonna read that after this scene.
Constable? Wait,
Hello.
easy now, girl. You know how this goes. The first thing in a visit, you say, how do you do? How do you do? That
It's really
way,
difficult
it's
to kill
proper.
a Fable.
I'd tell you to run, but it won't do any good.
I want to
Just make it more fun for me.
What are you dreaming about? You ain't a fast enough pup to prevent me from emptying both barrels into Snow White's face over there. I'm still hurting, you know, from our talk in the cell. And I'll be honest, I'd love nothing more than to carve a sweet poem right into your face for the suffering you've caused me. But I am a professional, and we're here for a job. We'll snip to the chase for all sakes. A little bird told us that you're fitting to go after Crane. And you see, we have an interest in that particular boy. So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. Just take a little vacation is all. Don't even have to go anywhere. Just sit in your office and whistle to heaven for a few short days.
Are you working for Crane? Did he send you?
No, see now, you're already asking too many questions. Just pay attention. So what's it gonna be? We have a deal? You leave Crane alone and we leave you to yours? Brother, speak your mind. Fastly now. What's it gonna be?
You think this act you got going scares me? 'Cause it doesn't.
Always wanting to do things the fun way. Ladies, gentlemen, invertebrates, please, rest easy. This is not...
What the hell is going on?
What's happening?
Very sorry to impose, but we only had a deal to work out with Bigby. And we're unhappy to report that things did not go as smoothly as planned.
Bigby, what is he talking about?
Never you mind that, it ain't any of your...
What deal? They want me to leave Crane alone.
Crane?
Oh, now you shouldn't have done that, old boy. Really? That wasn't right, telling everyone our dealings.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Ollie?
Think you motherfuckers could come here uninvited? You think you could just fucking interrupt Lily's funeral?
Calm down, darling. It was just a simple business transaction.
You fucking freaks are not getting away with this.
Holly, don't move.
Yeah, listen to your lady, love. Things don't have to turn sloppy now.
Ollie, let me handle this.
Yeah, let's spare all the fuss. It's just a dead hole.
I'm gonna kill you!
Holly!
Ollie!
I got it, damn.
All right, here we go. This is something I'm more comfortable with. Ow, my body. Gren, is it because you don't have an arm? My bad. Is she dead? Alright, well, here we go. That was something. Ah, my audio. I'm gonna move my microphone just farther away. Alright, there we go. Maybe that'll work. So here's the problem with all the glamour. They're glamored, so I'm pretty sure Crane's been set up by somebody. Possibly Big Bluebeard. Possibly King Cole. King Cole is gone, so he's out of the picture. And then Crane is supposed to be the deputy. Obviously, the King Cole being missing is a big deal plot-wise. Crooked Mile. Yes, and we're gonna see something about the Crooked Man. Somebody had worked out a deal with the Crooked Man. Who was it again? I can't really remember. Buffkin.
I did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're gonna be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Swinehart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy.
I figured
Don't
I'd
go
be
looking
here.
for any more fights. Keep strain off your heart. And try and get some rest.
I can't take it easy. I have to find Crane.
Bigby? What's wrong?
Lack of sleep for one thing. Getting shot for another. He'll be fine. I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived, so I left her and Grendel back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water. Just remember what I said. The stitches won't hold up if you continue to act like you normally do. Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken. Your blood pressure's through the proverbial roof.
Taking it easy's not really my thing, Doc.
Well, whatever your thing is, try and make it work better for you next time.
Business office. I know, I'll have to call you back.
I miss Colin.
The town is starting to find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White? Bigby?
Yes, I'm gonna read the Book of Fables when I get a chance now. As soon as there's a pause in the cutscenes.
To recap,
Crane watched me through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And we know this because Buffkin was drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
and once he puts all the pieces back together, it'll be easy to catch Crane. So, I guess that's the plan, currently. But I don't know.
That's the plan? Just wait for the mirror?
It's all we have right now. What the hell is going on? I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane sent them. I don't know if... I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it? Everything points to him, I get it, but do you really think he killed those women? Because it's incomprehensible to me. He was a conniver, a coward, a liar, and I'll always hate him for that. And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts. But murdering prostitutes? Ow! Everything okay over there?
Yes, Miss White. Just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
Thanks for tonight, by the way. That could have gone really terribly. I mean, even worse than it did. I'm glad you were there.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Any rock
Can
solid
I,
evidence is useless
Ask you a question? It's kind of personal.
until you get the person there and find out that they're not.
I don't
planning.
want to offend you, but after tonight,
Let's
it's
keep this
on my
buffet.
mind.
No. Let's go.
Why? What's on your mind?
It's just when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight.
Yeah, stuff.
It feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way deep inside, you kind of enjoy it when things go wrong.
Why do you think I'm here, baby?
Because it gives you an excuse to just, stop pretending.
So what if I do? You think we're broken or something? Is that it?
I don't know. Maybe we're just not cut out for this world. We can't eat each other's hearts anymore, Bigby. This can't be like the old days. We have to make it better.
Guys? We have a problem.
What is it?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's not here.
You waste an hour trying to fix this fucking thing. And it turns out you can't even finish the job?
I tried, all right?
It's okay. It's just... maybe it's around here somewhere.
No, I'm sure it's not here. I checked every corner. I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
Well, the mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Or what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
I'm just saying, waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
Hard way?
What exactly is the hard way?
We'll look through his things, his desk, everything. He had to have left something that tells us where he's going. He's a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
Smart enough to take a piece of the mirror.
We don't know that was
We can
him.
still solve this ourselves. I know
Never
that
mind that. Come help me look.
Until we get actual people into the interrogation room or arrested, there's not that much that we can do in terms of actually figuring out what the hell's going on. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this desk. We got some papers. All right, let's get reading. Oh, I actually was, hang on. Let's go to the reading of the Fable books. All right, here we go. Let me take a sip of my tea I have here. Oh, yes, okay. Warm. That'll help me read it. The renowned Big Bad Wolf. He's known for tormenting pigs and girls in red hoods, but is trying to put those dark days behind him. Not the way I'm playing him. Bigby now acts as Fabletown's sheriff and remains in his human form, mostly. However, due to his rough past, the citizens of Fabletown are slow to trust him. Bigby is determined to show that he's truly changed, but some instincts are just too hard to control. Not the way I'm playing him. Snow White, assistant to the deputy mayor. Snow White may seem cold, but this stems from her name. No, her life of mistreatment and abuse back in the homelands. After escaping assault and imprisonment, not to mention an attempt on her life, she married Prince Charming. It wasn't long before Snow White discovered that Charming cheated on her with her estranged sister, Rose Red, and she divorced him. After the Exodus, Snow focused her attention on setting up a safe haven for fables in the New World. She now serves as assistant to the deputy mayor of Fabletown. The Woodsman, a fallen hero. The Woodsman is one of the very few men who went toe-to-toe with Bigby and his Black Forest Daves, and lived to tell the tale. In an attempt to save Little Red Riding Hood, he split the great wolf's belly open with his axe, filled him full of rocks, and threw the beast into a river. To his dismay, his popularity has faded. Even his name is forgotten, and he is known only as the Woodsman. Faith, Donkey Skin Girl. Faith, otherwise known as Donkey Skin Girl, made it through the Exodus from the magical homelands with the clothes on her back, her husband, and nothing else. She was once a beautiful princess, happily married to Prince Lawrence of a neighboring kingdom. Her life should have had a happy ending, but the mundane city of New York wasn't kind to her, or her marriage. With no money, Faith found herself turning tricks to make the rent for a cheap apartment on the outskirts of Fabletown. She had a difficult life, but she did what she could to survive in an unfamiliar world. Beauty, the caring wife. Beauty and her husband Beast once lived in an enchanted castle, but they were forced to flee the homelands in the Exodus, leaving all their wealth behind. Now they live in a modest studio in Fabletown, New York. Though times are hard, with Beast working multiple jobs to pay the bills, the couple have the longest-lasting relationship of all the Fables. Beast, the concerned husband. Beast and his wife, Beauty, left everything behind when they escaped the homelands in the Exodus. Without his former wealth, Beast must pick up extra work to make ends meet. He is able to get around Fabletown without a glamour most of the time, but if Beauty gets too angry with him, he becomes more beastly by the minute, growing horns and large teeth. Despite the occasional bickering, the two are truly in love, and have the longest-lasting relationship of anyone in Fabletown. Mr. Toad, Slumlord. Mr. Toad is the superintendent for a defunct tenement on the edge of Fabletown proper. Because he's 3.5-foot talking amphibian, Toad is required by Fabletown law to keep his family and himself magically glamored to appear human. The problem is, Toad isn't really concerned with what the law is, and he has to be reminded. Often. Colin is better known as... Colin, Couchsurfer. Colin is better known as one of the three little pigs. Back in the homelands, they were harassed by the Big Bad Wolf, who blew down Colin's house of straw. Oh, you were the straw one. Wow. Colin. Alright, after the Exodus, Colin and the other Fables who couldn't pass for human were sent to live at the farm in upstate New York. Unable to stand such a boring life, Colin constantly makes trips down to Fabletown to bother Bigby. He is always caught and sent back to the farm, but he doesn't let that stop him. Ichabod Crane, deputy mayor of Fabletown. Hailing from the haunted town of Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod Crane has been deputy mayor of Fabletown for nearly 115 years. Crane is a bundle of nerves and takes his job very seriously, though that doesn't mean he always does it well. As one of Fabletown's elite, Crane is often blind to the troubles of the less well-off citizens. Overall, Crane is authoritarian, cowardly, and always hiding something. Buffkin, the Fabletown librarian. Buffkin is the talking winged monkey from the Land of Oz. Oh, he's from the Land of Oz. Okay. Okay. Now I understand. Ooh, is there anybody else from the Oz? Interesting. Alright, now as Fabletown's librarian, he spends his time reading and stealing the deputy mayor's booze. He is prone to mischief, so when something goes wrong, he assumes he'll receive the lion's share of the blame. He's helpful when he wants to be, but most of the time he'd rather be drinking. Someone would have fired him long ago, but he's the only one who can make sense of the filing system. Fabletown, home of the Fables. Fabletown is a community located on Bullfinch Street in Manhattan's Upper West Side. To regular people or Mondays, it appears to be an ordinary New York neighborhood, but it's really the home of fables from many worlds. And within the business office at the Woodlands lies a massive cavern, a vast library of hundreds of magical items of immense power, all non-human. Fables live upstate on the farm. All non-human fables live upstate on the farm, an extension of Fabletown. The farm, Fabletown Annex. The farm is home to the fables who cannot pass as human. Giants, goblins, animals, etc. It is located in upstate New York, far enough away from the Mundies to avoid detection. Some of its residents resent their confinement to the farm despite its size and comforts. To them, the farm is a prison. They would be allowed to leave the farm if they could purchase a glamour, but many don't have the money for something so expensive, though some, like Colin, sneak out to the city anyway. Mondays. Short for mundane, Monday is a catch-all term that fables use to refer to the non-magical inhabitants of their adopted home. Warding spells placed around the blocks of Fabletown and the farm keep their minds distracted and dull within certain boundaries. However, if anything should pique the curiosity or scrutiny of a large group of Mondays, these magical protection charms would overload and fail. As sheriff of Fabletown, one of Bigby's primary functions is ensuring the Fabletown community maintains a low profile. Glamours, disguise spell. Glamours are spells that allow the user to change their appearance, but they are expensive. But they can be purchased by non-human fables in order to pass for human among the Mondays. Cheap glamours can often be found in the seedier parts of Fabletown, but they are often unreliable and prone to sudden failure. Alright, let's see, how far do we get? We got pretty far, and we're going to continue reading. We're about halfway through, so we'll read the other half in the next episode, I'm assuming. Once I get around to it. Until then, let's go ahead and continue on with our investigation of Crane's desk.
What is it?
It's the key to his room at the Open Arms.
You still haven't told me what was in there.
Lots and lots of blood.
I want to know.
Blood and
I
flowers.
need to know.
A lot of blood and flowers.
I keep thinking back. I keep replaying moments in my head. Interactions with him when he'd catch me in the elevator or bump into me outside. There's only so much you can repress, you know? Come on, let's keep looking.
Alright, calm down. Letter time. Time for more reading. Are you going to read it, or do I have to read it? Ichabod Crane, are there any updates to do with the extra funding I requested? As I explained in my last letter, the conditions here could do with some improvement. I'm seeing some unrest from the residents, and I have to admit why. The farm should not be a punishment. I'm sure you're busy, but I think this should be made a priority. Best Wayland Smith. Okay, Wayland Smith runs the farm. Dear Mr. Ichabod Crane, I'm writing to ask again that you please send someone to fix the air conditioning in our unit. It's burning up in the apartment, and Pinocchio says his skin is splintering. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's something gross, and I'd really like it if you'd fix the air like we asked you to 3 months ago. At the very least, provide us with a fan in the meantime. Sincerely, Boy Blue. What is Boy Blue? Mr. Crane, you said you... Oh, it's Mr. Toad.
Mr. Crane, you said you'd have to pay for the plastering done in my building after the last resident incident in 2004. It's falling off the fucking walls. Please fix it. I can't rent it out with that room as it is, and I've already been waiting for days. Not to mention you already promised me you'd send someone to fix the big crack in this glass at the front door. Well, guess what? It's worse now. Get your shit together, Mr. Toad.
You like my accent?
Crane ever do any work?
Only when Cole was around.
Alright, so that was pretty useless. Let's take a look at the drawer. He's lazy. Alright, some sort of official compendium. The Office of Business Affairs, the compendium of what exactly?
There's a page here that was torn out.
Probably should have read the front.
Buffkin, do you know what was here?
Let me see, what was it? What was it with? The King of...
It's a ring, at least. Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Wait, what?
What?
What witch? What meeting?
Well, he called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is. Well, yes, it sounded like the one he got his, glamours from. I'm sure it's about this ring. They must have it.
Why not mention this before?
No one asked me.
Buffkin!
I'm gonna punch your little Buffkin face.
I'm sorry. He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
That's really pertinent information.
What's going on? Is the mirror fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Is the mirror fixed or isn't it? You called me to...
I called just to see if you knew where Crane could be, and that was it, okay? And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not?
I don't know why Snow told you anything.
He and Crane talk all the time, okay? He was a resource, albeit one that turned out to be useless.
We hardly talk all the time. Besides, why spend time on such gutter snipe?
Look, this just isn't the time. He took a piece of the mirror, so we can't use it.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch.
Jesus, Buffkin.
AM or PM?
AM.
Jesus,
Listen,
Buffkin.
You're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away help.
What do you know about Crane anyway?
That he has the stones to kill prostitutes like any common sex-frightened serial killer and not face a real challenge.
Look, we know that Crane is going to see a witch, and it's to acquire a magic ring.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're
thing.
a secretary! He's the sheriff! And none of you were chosen to run this office! Who elected you to make these decisions?
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years now.
Unofficially is not officially.
I'm heading up the investigation, okay, Bluebeard? That makes this a moot point.
And somebody needs to run the business office while he does so.
Well then, excuse me for having the Commonwealth in mind.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And that he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours the more you babble about it.
We haven't been the ones babbling.
And that's if he's even going there. We're trusting a monkey's interpretation of a phone call.
It's not an interpretation, it's what he said, all right?
Yeah, and it's what we have, so let's go on it, okay? Since Lily used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was, and I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere else.
The Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down. That has to be our focus.
Look, chances are I'll have to swing by both anyway.
No,
so-
chances are you won't have time.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
And why the hell not?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock! I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what concerns you.
What concerns me is you traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence. Before you had no interest, and now it's a crime scene.
Fine, I don't care. Just go ahead.
We can't just let Bluebeard run amok in Crane's place.
Ha!
He's after something. I just don't know what it is. We have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out. Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his pitiful penthouse, crafting a fort out of couch cushions.
No, I saw it.
This is how a smart
He's in a
person
car.
would do it. So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going anywhere unsupervised. He's up to something. I don't know what it is, but we don't have the time to really worry about it now.
That's literally what I was thinking. All right,
Where are you
I'm
gonna
go
go,
to
Bigby?
I'm gonna go to the Trip Trap, and I'm gonna let him beat up the Tweedles. I must find the witch. Where do I go?
So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't need charity.
Crane's apartment, or Dee's office, or Holly's bar. Where do I want to go? Alright, Dee's office. No, I don't really want to go there. I don't think I'm going to get much there. I mean, they're probably there. But I need information to find the witch. Holly's bar. Let's see. It's wear this, do that. He got the instructions. She got the instructions. Lily got the instructions. And all those objects. I'm not sure how she got them. I have no real proof that it ended up there. I think Crane's apartment is the most promising for finding something. He left in such a hurry, I'm assuming he probably forgot something. Let's go to Crane's apartment.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, hang on.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's
Crane's
some
apartment.
business I need to attend
Can
to.
I just select it?
Crane's place is right here. I should check that out first.
Perfect. And I'll go to those two imbeciles' office.
Crane's penthouse number is 1903. Let me know what you find. I hope you know what you're doing.
I'm tracking Crane. It seems like going to Crane's apartment is the best option to find some sort of clue that might. 1901.
This is Briar Rose's place.
Briar Rose. Well, okay, there we go. That's Crane. The door's open. King Thrushbeard.
Snow said Crane lives in 1903.
Which is open. Alright, well.
Why's the
Sam.
door open?
Why is the door open?
Crane?
1 hour and 55. Okay, the time's ticking. The clock is ticking.
Damn it. Must have missed him. There's gotta be something about his witch here.
There has to be something here. Some sort of clue.
Crane. Look, the Crooked Man isn't happy, compadre, and as much as I like making house calls, I have better ways to use my time. So, if you can go ahead and pay him by Friday, that would be great. Alright? Everybody can stay upright. In the meantime, leave the light on, pal. See ya!
Okay, so Crane was indebted to the Crooked Man. That's pertinent information.
This hasn't been used in years.
Some sort of book. Merry Christmas, Mr. Cranes. Thanks for all your help, Jeremy.
I forgot. He used to teach in the old days.
Okay. Weird that that's out if it hasn't been used in years. The desk seems like a obvious place. Keeping that. The more I find out about Crane, the better chance I have to find to track him down.
Crooked Man. This is all I could get. I'm afraid Snow will start to notice. I'll have the rest for you next week. Ichabod Crane.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Confiscate the money. Notes.
My dearest Snow, I know you must be aware of my feelings towards you. Watching you work, if I'm unable to control myself, it's because I love you.
Okay. Alright. So, that seems to indicate that it really was his apartment, although we don't know that he committed the murder since we've only found one murder. Right? Hang on. What was that over there? Wine cabinet. Okay.
Same brand we found in the open arms.
Mm-hmm. He just has one brand of wine. Let's see, books.
Math, science, history. If I had to guess, this shit didn't work. I've never seen him that excited. Guess things have changed.
Ding dong. Okay. So I've got a key now. A key to what? I'm sorry. I have a key, but what is the key for? I didn't get a good look at it. Alright, okay. The camera's zoomed in real close. Anything else to investigate? I'm trying to look for something to investigate. This door is locked. So I'm not going that way. Okay. I guess back this way. Hello. Bust.
Really?
Bathroom, bedroom door. Kick it in.
Okay.
That's your foot?
Well,
that's not your
there's
foot.
gotta be an easier way.
Okay, I guess it's the key that I found. I was hoping it would be something more secret than a room.
Jack?
Wow.
So you work for the Crooked Man,
It is
huh?
just unbelievable running into you here. I mean, of all the places. This weather, right? A little damp, I guess. But, some people like that sort of thing. I've always wondered, do you get that wet dog smell when it rains?
Explain yourself. Now!
Okay. I know what it looks like, but before you go jumping to conclusions, Crane pays me to water his plants when he's gone. It's a stipend. But I need the work. I wouldn't do it for free, right? You know me. So, anyways, now that I'm done...
I don't see any plants. Hey!
Okay! You got me. Just take it easy. Don't make a big deal out of this. Is this really fucking necessary?
Start talking, Jack.
Okay. I heard Crane was leaving town. I figured he owed us little people a parting gift. Or just me a parting gift.
You heard?
I have my sources, okay? You see how he lives. He doesn't need any of this shit. A little Robin Hooding never hurt anyone, right?
Do you know where Crane is? Have you heard anything else about him?
No. Should I have? What else do you want me to say? I got bills to pay. Not like Crane's gonna use any of this stuff.
Oh!
You know, this tortured, lonely pig-eater bit's gonna get old eventually. Don't you get tired of it? I mean, what are you even doing here? Are you just wandering around Crane's apartment?
I'm trying to find Crane's witch. He's supposed to be heading there.
Crane's witch? Is that why he took off? Who the fuck cares about any of that? I mean, don't you think, I don't know, solving these murderers should be your top priority?
I have reason to believe Crane might be the murderer.
Give me a fucking break. Ichabod Crane? I mean, the guy's clenched tighter than well, I'm having difficulty coming up with something appropriately tight right now, but you get what
Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. I have evidence that places him at the scene of the crime, so I'm bringing him in.
Okay, fine. You know what's best. Well, looks like you've got it covered. Anyway, it was really nice catching up with you. I mean that. Bigby, I believe you're, blocking the doorway there. If I could just, squeeze through. You know, on second thought, it's actually funny I ran into you like this. I think I can help you out.
Go on. I'm listening.
If you're looking for Crane's witch, well,
There
I
we
just
go.
happen to know who she is. If you're interested. Information comes at a price, though. But I'm sure you already knew that.
All right. Tell me.
Let's make ourselves a deal. I tell you about Crane's witch, and you forget you saw me here. One hand washes the other sort of thing. Wipe the whole incident under the rug.
Fine. You got a deal.
Perfect.
Now tell me where I can find this witch.
Strong grip. Her name is Auntie Greenleaf. Crane's been trying to keep it under wraps for years. I'm not sure what kind of a deal he's made with her, but from what I hear, he's in pretty regular contact.
Where can I find her?
Well, you see, the thing is, I don't know where you'd find her, exactly.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
But even a name is a good start, right? I mean, that's more than what you came in with.
Right.
I'll keep my eyes open for you. If I find anything else you might be interested in, I'll be sure to let you know. I think this arrangement can be beneficial to both of us down the line.
All right.
It was just lovely running into you.
Yeah, I want what's in the bag.
Hang on a second.
Oh, come on.
That's not the deal we agreed to. Jack. Candlesticks. Aha! That's a glamour tube. What in the hell are you doing with
My
this?
dear.
Do you always talk to yourself like that?
If I hadn't been shot,
The
I'd
witch
punch you in
uses
the
the white
face.
deer on everything. It's her symbol or trademark, I guess. Figured I could sell these at the Lucky Pawn.
The Lucky Pawn?
It's one of the crooked man's places. I work there sometimes. When I need some stability.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pawn shop. Get it?
Yeah. You find any more of these?
No.
Give them to me.
What?
You know what. Hand them over. That it?
Bigby? Are you still here?
Just keep your mouth shut, all right?
You're the boss.
Who are you talking to? What's he doing here?
Evening, Miss White.
Good evening. What's going on?
That's not important right now. But he did have some information about Crane's witch.
Oh, what did you find out?
Her name is Greenleaf.
Auntie Greenleaf.
But he doesn't know where we can find her.
Great. Crane's meeting her at 2 a.m.
And Snow, I found a note with some money attached. Crane has been embezzling from Fabletown.
Of course, because why half-ass being a complete sleazeball? Do you think this is tied to the murders? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter yet. We still have to find him.
I think it's connected. Maybe the girls found out about it? I don't know.
Maybe. Crane's meeting Greenleaf at 2 a.m. And we have no idea where she is. We're going to cut it close as it is. We have to figure out where he's meeting her.
Wouldn't she be listed in the business office?
I've had Buffkin searching for any unauthorized witches, but so far we haven't found anything. I'll give him the name, but we don't have time to wait around.
It's true.
You should try Holly's. She still has all of Lily's things.
If she hasn't burned it already.
There's still Tweedledee's place. We know they're involved. And we know that's where Bluebeard went. Where do you want to go? We don't have much time.
I can beat him out. I could beat the information about Greenleaf out of her. I have a feeling that both places will probably lead me to the information. I don't think that... In different ways, I'm going to end up at the same place. I don't think this is a very important decision. We can go to the Trip Trap or D&D Dumb's office, but I don't know. This would be a good place for a cliffhanger, but it didn't save, so I have to make this decision now. Let's go to Lily's place. Do you think... D&D Dumb probably no.
I'll go pay the Tweedle brothers a visit. I'm sure they know something.
Okay. I'll give Buffkin the name and hope he finds something in the records.
Let me know what he comes up with.
I'll be in touch. I hope you'll do the same.
We'll catch him, Snow.
Hang on, Jack. I want to talk to you.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum probably work for the Crooked Man. Hang on. Tweedledee and Tweedledum probably work for the Crooked Man, and they can either lead me to Auntie Greenleaf, or they can lead me to the Crooked Man, who will lead me to Auntie Greenleaf, who will lead me to Crane, possibly. So I also want to get into a confrontation with Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and have Bluebeard there as well. So I think that'll be interesting, but we'll find out how interesting it is in the next episode of The Wolf Among Us. My name is Dexter. Thank you for watching. I'm enjoying this game so far. I'm having fun. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but it did save, so I will, actually. And we'll see each other in another episode of The Wolf Among Us. Goodbye.